Hey, if your terrace garden looks sad, half your plants are yellowing, and you don't know why, stay right here, because I'm about to save you years of trial and error. I've been growing vegetables and herbs on my terrace for years, and I've made almost every mistake possible. Today I'm giving you 10 tips, the exact things that took my garden from struggling to thriving. No fluff, just what actually works. Let's get straight into it. Tip number 1, stop underestimating pot size. Most beginners buy small, cute pots because they look nice. But roots need room to breathe. If you're growing anything beyond microgreens, tomatoes, chilies, brinjal, you need at least a 12 to 14-inch pot, and for bigger fruiting plants, go 16 inches or more. A cramped pot means a stressed plant, and a stressed plant means poor yield no matter how good your soil is. Bigger pot, deeper roots, healthier plant. It's that simple. Tip 2. Your soil mix matters more than any fertilizer you'll ever buy. Plain garden soil compacts on a terrace and suffocates roots. What you want is a mix, roughly equal parts garden soil, compost, and a drainage material like cocoa, peat, or rice husk. This gives you 3 things at once: nutrients, moisture retention, and airflow to the roots. Get this mix right at the start, and you'll spend far less time firefighting problems later. Tip 3. Fix your drainage before you plant anything. Terrace gardening's number 1 killer isn't pests, it's waterlogging. If your pot doesn't drain well, roots rot silently, and by the time you see the plant wilting, it's often too late. Always have proper drainage holes. Add a layer of broken bricks or pebbles at the bottom, and never let a pot sit in a saucer full of water for hours. Tip 4. It's not about how much water, it's about when you water. Watering in the harsh afternoon sun causes rapid evaporation and can even shock the roots. The best time is early morning, before the sun gets strong, or in the evening once it's cooled down. And here's a simple test. Stick your finger about an inch into the soil. If it's dry, water. If it's still moist, wait. Overwatering kills more terrace plants than underwatering ever will. Tip 5. Do a sunlight audit of your terrace before you decide what to grow. Most fruiting vegetables, tomatoes, chilies, brinjal, need at least 6 hours of direct sunlight. Leafy greens can tolerate a bit less, maybe 4 hours. Walk your terrace at different times of day, and actually track which corners get real sun versus shade from walls or water tanks. Match your plants to your light, not the other way around. Tip 6. Feed your plants on a schedule, not whenever you remember. Compost or organic feed every 15 to 20 days keeps nutrients steady. Random feeding, nothing for a month, then a big dose, shocks the plant and can even burn the roots. Set a reminder if you have to. Consistent, moderate feeding always beats occasional heavy feeding. Tip 7. Use companion planting instead of running straight to chemical sprays. Plants like marigold, tulsi, and mint naturally repel many common pests when grown alongside your vegetables. It's a simple, low-cost, chemical-free way to protect your garden. Border your main pots with a few of these companion plants, and you'll notice noticeably fewer pest problems over time. Tip 8. Don't grow the same plant in the same soil, season after season. Just like farmland, container soil gets depleted of specific nutrients. Rotate what you grow in each pot, and every couple of seasons, refresh the mix by adding fresh compost. This one habit alone can dramatically extend the life and productivity of your soil. Tip 9. Prune and pinch your plants regularly. Don't just let them grow wild. Removing yellowing leaves, pinching growing tips, and cutting back leggy stems redirects the plant's energy into fruiting and stronger growth, instead of wasting it on excess foliage. 5 minutes of pruning every week makes a visible difference within a month. Tip 10, and this might be the most important one. Observe your plants daily before you react to any problem. Most gardeners panic at the first yellow leaf and dump fertilizer or pesticide immediately. But different problems look similar. Overwatering and nutrient deficiency can look almost identical. Take a moment, look closely, maybe even compare with a photo from a few days ago, and only then decide what action to take. That's all 10 tips. If even one of these fixes a problem in your garden, that's a win. Try them out and let me know in the comments which one helped you the most. Subscribe for more real, tested terrace gardening tips. See you in the next video.